What's up, y'all? It's your girl. Happy New Year. I need to call this the Car Chronicles because I'm forever talking to y'all while I'm in the car, in the parking lot at Target. What is new? Hope that you had an amazing day. Happy Thursday. For the New Yorkers out there, our weather has been eerily warm. Don't know what's going on. This global warming is really starting to prove itself to be true. What I want to say. So I wanted to say, because I know some may be like, dang girl, you always doing something. What is it that you're trying to get us to focus our attention to now? I have been putting out there that I have a radio show through Amazon's AMP app. And many people probably didn't know about this app because I too didn't know about this app until literally about 3 weeks ago. And pretty much it is a cool way of having your own radio show on the internet where you curate the playlists. And AMP is smart. This is how you know Amazon is always ahead of the curve, because the pool of songs, the library of songs, the roster of songs that they have licensed through I guess with these different record companies and things of that nature is great and phenomenal. I have been able to, curate pretty cool playlists. And of course, there's going to be some commentary, you're able to call in and things of that nature. And so my next show is going to be on Monday coming. And I believe that is January 9th, if I'm not mistaken. Just know Monday coming. And the basis of my take on the shows are I curate playlists, but the playlists for the most part moving forward are going to have a theme. And so this is like the breakup edition. We all know when we're going through hard times in relationships, or maybe when our relationships are ending, there's certain go-to classic songs and go-to sleeper songs that we have in our, playlist that we've already made, or just songs that we play to help us to get through hard times. And as a songwriter and a singer, a lot of times you're able to utilize your creativity of writing songs or whatever to get through your pain, to push through your pain. And as we know, that has been how most classics have been born, right? Out of a place of, I'm going through it. I'm going through it in love. I'm going through it with whatever, right? And so I thought it would be cool, not to be a Debbie Downer with the new year starting, but just to be cool to have that moment of us being able to talk about some of these stories behind these big time breakup songs, right? And my aesthetic is more that of R&B, you know what I'm saying, along those lines. And I did a show last week. It was kind of just like a vibey playlist. My show is called Purple Sky Vibes. I've always said to people, I don't just hear music and just feel music. I actually see it, right? Especially when I'm writing and creating, I see it. It's very visual for me. And so Purple Sky Vibes is the basis of that. When I see music, a lot of times I see purple skies, like those fuchsia, that kind of purple that's like fuchsia pink / purple. I just see that, and then it's just a whole vibe. And so I was like, Purple Sky Vibes, that's it. And so the first playlist that I did last week was very vibey and good music, good R&B, good chill, like a chill playlist. And I had somebody rocking out with me from top to finish, which was pretty dope. And so I just want to put it out there, because if you don't, I was just in the car with my sis niece, and we were just talking about how closed mouths don't get fed, right? As annoying sometimes as I feel like I am being to others who follow me, because I recognize not everybody is connected with me on social media for the same reason. Some people, they grew up with me. Some people, we went to elementary school together. Some people, we went to church back in the days together. Some people, we went to college together. And so it's not that they're following me because of the things that I do creatively. They're following me, or they're connected to me because there was some level of a space that we shared at some point in time in life, right? And it's cool to keep up with people that you used to rock out with from time to time. So I get that. Not everybody is connected to me because they want to see what's going on with Move with Finesse, or what's going on with Can't Talk with Chanel podcast, or what's going on with ShayChannel. There are people who don't give two craps about those things, and I get that, right? However, closed mouths don't get fed. And so even though it's annoying to me to seemingly potentially be annoying to you, as someone who is creating different things and trying to get awareness about it, I have to do what I have to do. And nobody spares my feelings, or nobody cares about my annoyance levels when they're pushing whatever it is that they're doing. So it's the name of the game. It is what it is. And in 2023, I am going to be, even a little more professionally aggressive, as I like to say, with certain things. I can't always wait. We can't always wait for things to just fall in our lap. Sometimes you got to go get it. You got to create it, and then you got to go get it, right? You got to create it, and you got to go bring people to it. That's what it is a lot of times. And so just get used to it, y'all. So for those who just want to be able to vibe out and listen to some good music, I tend to do my shows at 9 o'clock at night, that hour. The person who was listening to me last week, they were just like, well, there were a few people listening to me. Let me not make it seem like it was only one person. But the person who stuck around from the top to the finish of my show, they were like, yo, I'm just vibing to your to this music right now, drinking a nice little drink, right? So if you just want to vibe out, have you a glass of wine, have you that shot of whiskey or whatever it is that you sipping on, cool. The vibe is there for all of that, right? And also it's my way, with my ShayChannel artistry brand that I'm developing and building from the ground up, to connect with you all on a musical level, right? And so I will end every show with Do You Hear Me? I will end, as I continue to put out more music, I will end every show with whatever music it is that I have out. And so it's a way for people to also get acquainted with me as an artist, with my music. And so, listen, it's a cool way. And I know that my strategy worked in a way, because when all was said and done, there might have been a few people that were listening and tuning in, and that one person that stayed the whole hour show. When all was said and done, I had a notification from Instagram telling me that I gained a new follower. So at the end of the day, I was like, okay, you're thinking along the right lines. This tactic actually worked, Chanel. So just for y'all to know, for those of y'all who love music and it's more of a hobby for you, still download the AMP app. It doesn't cost you a thing. It's not costing you any money to download the AMP app. And, you can curate, like I said, you curate your own playlists and you do you from there. It's a cool way. So even if it would, sorry, I'm getting excited and jumping over my words. If music is more of something that you love, but you keep it in the hobby category, you're not trying to be a radio broadcaster or podcaster, you're not trying to be an artist out here, but you genuinely love music, it is a cool way to be able to, rock out and curate your playlist and have, people come and listen, and you have a little bit of commentary or however you want to do it. And then also for those of you who are pursuing music on a professional level, it's a great way to find your audience on platforms that are not as obvious as like the social media ones, the TikToks, the Instagrams, the Facebooks, and all that, right? It's another platform to find your audience. And it's a cool way to find your audience, because if you're playing the kind of music that your music is, it's a similar aesthetic, then ideally you should be able to win those people over to checking out your music. So that's why I'm doing it. I'm also a music head, a lover of music, and music is always the soundtrack to my life. I always say it's the backdrop in my life. Like, music is always around me. So check it out, Purple Sky Vibes, Monday, 9 p.m. I got a show coming. Go to my Instagram at ShayChannel. You will see the advertisements for it. Download the AMP app, y'all. Even just Joe Budden is on there. I was just saying to Niece today, I love me some Joe Budden. He is always ahead of the curve, right? And I didn't download this because he's on it. I downloaded it because it sounded interesting to me. Once I saw that he was on this app, I was like, that was a good move, because he is always ahead of the curve and he is able to see what is cutting edge. And this Amazon AMP app is actually cutting edge, y'all. Once again, it doesn't cost you a thing. So check it out, try it out for yourselves. If you want to have your own show, do you. It still don't cost you a thing. And to check out other people like yours truly, Purple Sky Vibes, you know what I'm saying? And let's vibe out to some good music on Monday evening at 9 p.m. or Monday night. So yeah, I just wanted to come on to explain that and to put that out there. And I feel like there was something else I wanted to say. But yeah, y'all, enjoy the rest of your weekend. As I always say, stay safe. And let me get up in this Target before they start trying to close the store. Thank y'all so much, and until next time.